Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. This is page 4 in the 13 pages of Halloween. I am going to do something. My background is actually going to take a little while. However, there's all different ways you can do it. You can use paints. I'm going to use inks, but you can use paints and you go in and shadow it and shade it and do all that lovely stuff afterwards. You'll see what I'm talking about. To get started, I'm going to be using this is the Dylusions Sugar Lumps in the large, and I've done this before on a previous video. I'm just going to make like a stone background all over the entirety of it, and let me get these out of the way really quick. To do this, because I will be using inks and having my, this is a Sharpie roller 0.5, having this in it, it's not going to affect it. I'm going to go in and I'm going to outline all of these little sugar lumps per se. Little odd squarish shapes. There we go. Just like this. Alright, now what we're going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to start light, my lightest color, and work my way up a little bit darker and darker. So to do that, I'm going to start with the Slate Grey, but I'm going to water it down. So I'll move this aside, and I'm going to put me some out on my mat. And then I'm just going to work a little bit in at a time. Just makes it a bit lighter. And I'm actually going to start on this side. So I'm going to turn my book and do this. Now I'm just going to take my Slate Grey and I'm going to outline a bit just to the left. Now I'm just going to go in between all my little stones here and I'm going to put Laidback Lilac. So this is what we have so far. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is only the background. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to take some images and I'm going to show you. This is from the Dylusions Crown of Roses, and apparently I must have used the top half. This was a secondary stamp. What I mean by that is this is one that I just stamped onto a page with whatever was left over on the ink, and that's why it's missing its little flower in the middle. However, that's not going to matter because I'm not even going to be using it. And I want it to go here, somewhere like this, I believe, all the way to the bottom. And then ever since I did my page with these particular next ones, I cannot see them in any other way. But what I have done was from the Dylusions A Flight of Fancy, I have stamped out these tentacles. I stamped 5 of each total, so I did 5 of these ones and 5 of these. And I don't do this very often, but I am going to use it as hair only because I want it to look like Medusa. Now, the reason I only have 4 here is because I actually cut one apart to make the pieces that I needed. So let's see if I can figure out how this thing actually goes. Okay, this goes up like this goes here, and then this piece goes down here, but I cut some of it off. So that's what it actually looks like. I just essentially cut the tentacles apart. But what I need to do now is cut these extra bits off because I just want to use the face. Alright, so now that I got that all cut up, I'm going to put that there. And I never do this, but I want to use these for hair. Let me see if I can figure out how I want this to be done, because there is going to be a bit of a trick to this one. That one there. This one, maybe a bit there. There, and, oh, oops, sorry. I'm going to put that there. And that there. Okay. And then the little pieces here, I actually might move it up some, just to appease my own self. And then these, I'm just gonna put around the side here, like that there. 3. Okay, and now the reason I cut one of these apart is because I am going to use the other one of these, my 5th skinny one here. I'm going to put it down here to frame her face. And then this one is going to frame the other side. And then this is going to be like her little bangs, her little swoop of her bangs. So put it across something like so. And this I can just add wherever. So if I want, I can pop it up here just to give it extra something. So it's gonna go about like that. But what I'm gonna do is these two here, they're not gonna get stuck all the way down onto the page. I'm just gonna stick a little bit here and a little bit over here because I am going to have both of those holding tags. I know, it's random, it's weird, but every time I see these tentacles, all I can think of is just being a tag holder. So first what I need to do is I need to get these images colored up, and then I can start laying them down. So I'm going to do that really, really quick, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so to put these pieces on, I'm going to need to lay them out where I think I need to go, or they need to go, and then decide how I think I want it to kind of angle in. So, whereabouts do I want to put my tape? Can I stick that down just a bit more? Maybe like that. Let's go with that. So I'm just going to make more lines on here. If I can find my pencil. Okay, looks like I'm using my pen. No big deal. And then I know to put double-sided tape there and there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Decide where it's going to go. Now what I'm going to do, take my black Posca paint pen and outline all of my images. Alright, so this is what my page is looking like for now. And I gotta say, I am not a huge fan, but, I mean, you don't learn unless you play. Now, what I was gonna show you is another way, if you didn't want to use the inks, you could just use your paints. So I'm going to cover over both sides of, or one side of each one of my tags with the Balmy Night. And then I'm going to take that same sugar lump stamp, or stencil, sorry, and I'm going to go over it with the white linen. So let's do that really, really quick, and then I'll be right back. now you're just going to go in and do your little shadows with your ink here. Now just for giggles, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go underneath some of these stones with my black marble. And that is it. That is my page for the day. It's not my favorite by any means, but it's at least a page. And now every time I see these tentacles, all I think of is having them hold down tags one way or another. And I did the other stone technique on the back of these, both of these. I just didn't like it with those other colors, so I just painted the backs and the crushed grape, and did a little doodling around the outside of them with the white Posca paint pen. But hopefully there's something in this page that can give you some kind of inspiration for your journal pages. And if you like the video, please give it a like. I thank you so very much for watching, and until the next time, which is tomorrow, I hope you stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.